Cats and chicks out there, welcome back to Control Players Unite. I'm your host, Dr. Red. Today we're going to be playing two different builds of Revavroom Revavroom EX. It has the tune-up ability. This Pokemon may have up to 4 Pokemon tools attached to it. If it loses this ability, discard Pokemon tools from it until only one remains. It also has the Wild Drift attack for 170 damage, costing 2 metal and 1 colorless energy. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks. So if we combine these 4 Pokemon tools with 30 less damage from the attack, we use these tools, the tool Rigid Band, 4 times. 30 less damage to attacks from your opponent's Pokemon on stage 1 Pokemon. So that's minus 150 per turn if you get the attack off. We also have Hero's Cape to make it bulkier, and we do not have any Roseanne's backup in this build to get things back into the Roseanne's backup lets you put tools back in your deck, but instead we have also leftovers at the end of your turn. If the Pokemon this card is attached is inactive, heal 20 damage from it. So maybe we won't overload with 4 if we don't need to. We could just use 2 of them. We also have Full Metal Lab to take another 30 less damage from attacks. So that is possibly, without any leftovers, it'd be minus 180 per turn. We have the Metang with the Metal Maker ability, which allows you once per turn to look at the top 4 cards of your deck and attach any number of basic metal energy cards you find there. Then you put the rest of the cards back on the bottom of your deck. And to that end, we have 13 basic metal energies. We also have a Baby Revavroom Rumbling Engine. If you discard an energy from your hand, you may draw until you have 6 cards in your hand. We have 2 Superrots to get the energy back into the deck. We also have a Zamazenta with the Retaliate attack. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn, this attack does 120 more damage. It also takes 30 less damage from attacks with the ability Metal Shield. We also have a Metagross here with a Meteor Mash for 60 damage and 1 metal energy. This is in case our opponent tries to boss up a Metang to trap us there. And in Race Car 2, we have Cleffa, which has a free retreat, and Grasping Jaw for 0 energy. We can draw until we have 7 cards in our hand. We also have the 3 Revavroom EX and 2 Baby Revavroom. We do not have any Metagross, however. We also have a 2 Giacomo for getting rid of special energy on our opponents. And we also keep the 4 Rigid Band. We also keep the Hero's Cape. We also keep the 13 metal energy. We also add a Mist energy to prevent the effects of attacks like Frenzied Gougings, Auto KO, and Lost Impacts, Auto KO. We also have a single copy of Jacques to get 2 evolution Pokemon from our deck into our hand. We're going to start with Race Car 1 here, and we're going to play the casual ladder because I'm finding that I get much more interesting what do you call them? I get much more interesting, matchups. Couldn't think of that word. What's wrong with me? Then on the ranked ladder, Amber0494, welcome. Thank you for being our opponent this evening. We hope you're doing well. Does this deck like going first or second, ladies and gentlemen? Well, it likes, by default for all my decks, I like going first. That way I can get the whole turn evolution thing out of the way. If you can ask a professional, I don't actually know what they would say about this deck. I just know what I like. And we got Vroom, the basic Pokemon. Okay, this is very good. Let's get a buddy out here. Let's get a Vroom and a Beldum. I don't want to put Full Metal Lab down. Maybe I should have got 2, but just on the very, very slight off chance I get KO'd. Won't have to deal with needing another Vroom in play. Excuse me. Okay, let's see here. I think we'll evolve this guy. Could attach for turn. I think I'm just going to Iono. That was a good hand, decent hand. Maybe this is a misplay, but I really just want to try get something going here. You got it. Oh, we already down Beldum? Oh my gosh. The other Beldum is prized. Okay, okay, let's just poison gas. I probably could have played that better, but you know, it is what it is. So we're hoping our opponent does not have a rare candy, but as he plays that, yeah, as I say that, he plays Iridad to get the rare candy out, so he can evolve this Frigibax into, or this one even, into a Baxcalibur. He also put Calamitous Snowy Mountain. Whenever a player attaches an energy from their hand to one of their basic non-water, you put 2 damage counters on it. Altio, what's up, man? Shoutouts to answering my missed energy question unasked. You're welcome. Also, this deck has water Pokemon, but in the video game, if the Pokemon is actually an ice type, it gets the weakness for metal energy. So we actually have the advantage here. We just have to get set up. And that is a lot of energy. All he needs is to discard 1. And he's going to discard 3? He's discarding 3 for Vroom. All he needs to do is discard 1. And just for the record, he has a tool that says the basic Pokemon this card is attached to has no weakness. So, and we're going to get rid of the board effects. That is good. Okay, we seriously have... well, I'm getting rid of everything in my hand with Professor's Research, so I might as well just get... Maybe I should have got him a Tang, but I mean... Are you freaking kidding me? I get 5 energy... Wow. There's nothing I can do there. Let's use Revavroom, try to get something. Oh my gosh. Okay, nothing going here. Okay, so for him to KO me, he has to do so 60 for each. So if he had 6 water energy, that would be 36. So you need so 5 water energy would be 300 minus this. Yeah, so you would need 6 because of the rigid band taking 30 off. Wow, indeed, yes. Altio, I should be around for your quick. You said on your Sunset Casters it'll be quick. I should be there tonight to say hi. So Chien-Pao is using Hail Blade. I think he's going to get a KO here. No, he's just using 1. That's interesting. And finally we get him a Tang. All right, let's see if we can get at least just 1 energy. That's all we need. And we got the 1 energy we needed. All right. And we put the other 3 cards on the bottom of our deck. I think I'm going to boss him and take a KO. But not before using Rumbling Engine. I wanted to see if I could get another tool card. I cannot, but that's okay. He has no cards in his hand. I probably should have gotten rid of the Baxcalibur, to be honest with you, but if he's not attaching anyway, what does it matter? A Metagross and a Beldum, that is fantastic. Okay, so if he does 3 of these, that's 180 minus 60, so he's only doing 120. 120 plus 30. I guess I made a mistake. Yeah, of course he can attach energy. He has the Shivery Chill ability that gets 2 water from the deck every turn. And Oh yeah, okay, so he's probably going to KO us right here. $240. No, he is one short. Okay. Well, that is that. Let's see if Matang can find something. Gets one. That's fine. That is perfectly fine. We'll get another one here. We have attachment for turn next time. I don't want to use either of the... I don't want to get another... I don't want to use that just yet. Okay, so he could use Shivery Chill. He has 10 energy already. Okay, so he's just going to KO us here. So that's 12 total energy right there. That's 14 energy right total. So let's see if he attaches. We have 20 cards left in our deck. I'm thinking I might use Ultra Ball to get rid of Capture Aroma, Buddy Poff, and get another Matang. Evolve this Matang with Metagross, use a Professor's Research. And he does not do enough damage. Okay, well then. You know what? Let's not force anything. Actually, I take that back. Let's force something. Let's get a Matang out. I forgot to mention we have Radiant Greninja for getting draws as well. Radiant Greninja allows you to discard a basic energy and draw 2 cards. And here we are. Okay, so we're just 2 prizes away. Super Rod is welcome. We can get 3 energy or so back in. Math is hard like steel. Yeah. Indeed, Altio. I forgot to ask, how was your day? Did you do anything exciting? Okay, does our opponent want Baxcalibur or Frigibax? Or is she AFK and the game will choose for her? We have Baxcalibur in the active. Also, Altio, I'm not sure if you follow the NHL. The Panthers whomped the Bruins 5-1. Speaking of which, who's playing tonight? It looks like our opponent is AFK. Not doing anything. We just have to wait this one out. Our opponent would presumably get a win if we just conceded, and we don't want to do that. So with that being said, all we're going to do is just do Wild Drift. And if, you know, if she times out, she times out. If not, we'll just take another KO on Frigibax. Day is okay. Finally tried Raising Canes with coworker. Probably going to be biking in the rain. What's Raising Canes? Heard Vegas altitude. Yeah, the Stars beat them. Yep, that's true. Yes, our opponent's definitely AFK. The game didn't either record as concession or this is a protest. But overall, yeah, I mean this deck feels pretty okay. I probably made some misplays in there. I probably shouldn't have won this game. I definitely did not play as well as I think my opponent could have, you know, fixing math and everything. I think the opponent forgot about Wild Drift's minus 30. Yep, opponent inactive for too long. So we'll play this with this one again. And then maybe we'll see what Race Car 2 is doing. Paolo, J92. Welcome, Paolo. Thank you for being our opponent. Cane's is a simple food place. Chicken tender, fries, slaw, garlic bread, bread sauce. That's it. All they offer. Wow, sounds pretty good. And we will go first. Wonderful. And we don't get anything. We both mulligan. And we mulligan again. And our opponent is most likely playing Dialga V-Star. But pretty tasty, I get the hype. Yep. Simplicity is the way to go. Wait for our opponent to press the done button. There we are. And we get Radiant Greninja. Oh my gosh. Okay, we are going to first turn off the board effects. I'm going to use concealed cards, see if I can get something useful. I cannot. Wow, that is terrible. We're just going to end turn. And the Full Metal Lab also helps him as well. There's the Dialga. The Dialga V-Star just won the Indianapolis Regional on Sunday. The first of its kind. Beldum has an energy here. That's to get it out of the active. I thought I turned off board effects. Whatever. It says reduce. Okay, fine, whatever. Another Beldum. Arvin. Buddy Poffin. Okay, so we're going to get even more of these things down. Oh, he's also playing a Meltan. Oh, he is having Melmetal EX as a backup attacker. That is interesting. There's a Revavroom. We're going to give our opponent more cards because we don't have much of a choice. Well, I guess we could use Professor's Research, but is it really worth it? Oh, there we go. Now we're talking. We've got, okay, here's a Vroom. One of each. And we will get one of each. Now that is a good hand. And we are not going to give them Full Metal Lab. Metang. So once again, Metang has the Metal Maker ability. He also got Melmetal EX. Metabolize lets you search for 2 basic metal energy, attach them to the Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. Full Metal Knuckle. This Pokemon does 30 more damage for each metal energy attached to it. So 30, 60, 90, 120, 120 plus 90, 210. Now what makes Dialga V-Star scary is that it has Star Chronos. For 5 energy, 4 metal, 1 colorless, take another turn after this one. Your opponent just does not get a turn, you just get a flat out second turn. Metal Blast does 40 more damage for each metal energy attached to this Pokemon, which is a massive amount of damage. It's insane. And it has a 308. Now it's a 380 mammoth. Hey Braden, what's up, baby? And we get 2 of these bad boys. Alright, let's get rid of these 2 and get a Matang. Now, let's see what we can do. Not much here, but that's alright. We'll just do this. And we'll end our turn. Doing fine. I talked to ToonLink, and ToonLink said he does not have an opinion on the NHL playoffs because the NHL is a joke. Long-term injured reserve is broken, and he does not like the shootout rules for overtime. So he doesn't really care about what the NHL is doing or the playoffs. Another Metal Maker. And another Matang with another Metal Maker. It's annoying when you have to face it, but it's fun when you get to do it. And they're going to boss up the Revavroom, are they not? Yes, they are. Saw that coming. 130. I could see that perspective, honestly. Okay. Alright, let's see what happens here. Bingo, we get 2. Do I want to attach for turn? I think I do, just to make sure I can, you know. Maybe I shouldn't have. I don't know. Okay, so we're taking, what, 90 less damage. So if he uses Star Chronos, it's not going to work. Depends on how many metal energy he has for Metal Blast to work. Shootout rules changes this year. Well, dang. I think he just doesn't like the shootout in general. He'd rather it just be... Okay, so there's the Star Chronos. So he gets another turn again. So he can just use Star Chronos and then use Metal Blast to take me out. Lost my train of thought. I think he just doesn't like shootout being a thing. He would just rather it be like 4-on-4 or 3-on-3 or something like that. Okay, let's see. Let's just put this in the active. Okay, let's see if we can get a heads here. We can. That is amazing. Now we can get a second Matang. Hopefully we can charge up this Revavroom. All we need are 2 energies. And we get 1. Now we got to hit a second one. And we missed. Oh, that is awful. Okay. I could just boss up something and stall, which I think is what we're going to do because I don't want to risk anything. I have nothing going for me here with, you know, no minus energy or anything. He has what? I think that's 6 energies attached. He has 1 in the discards, and he has 1 here, so he's 8. So he has what? If he's running 13, okay, so there's another one. So he probably has at least 4 or 5 left. The first one is a whiff. Looking at the top 4 cards of his deck, another miss. Okay, so we're okay, so that's one thing. he gonna get what, another Metang? Or is he just really, does he just want to see how many metal energies he has? He gets another Metang. You know, at least I don't mind the NFL overtime rules, even if it's borderline questionable at this point. Yeah. So, Braden, are we a fan of the whole you cannot win on a field goal thing, or what? There's Zamazenta. Bam, we got one. Okay, let's try to see if we can charge. Oh, how many do I have left? 5. So I have 5 and 3 is 8. That means I have 5 left. And I get 1. That's good. Okay. So I wonder if Zamazenta would be better here. All right, let's get this hit up. Okay, so we're going to 2-shot the Melmetal. If he can get Metang to hit something here, he could... oh, so far, no. Otherwise, he could KO me. Nothing. He has nothing going on with the Melmetal, and we have nothing in our hand. Wow. Is he just trying to mix up his decks? He get another Dialga V-Star, but he doesn't have a Dialga on the bench. And without metal energy, it's not going to matter. He's going to use Metabolize just to waste time. I mean, just as an attack. It's not going to do anything. Leftovers is fine with me, even though it's not going to do too much. Got another metal energy for Zamazenta. Let's see if we get another one. No. So 5 and 5. We have 3 left unless they're all trapped. If they're all trapped, then it's not going to matter. We're going to get 2 prizes here. Let's see what they are. Hey, we got a metal energy. Okay, that's good. Now we can charge up Zamazenta, get a fresh hand with Professor's Research. That rule only applies to the first team that gets the ball in the regular season, which I don't mind, but could end up backfiring for the team receiving the ball. For playoffs, both teams get the ball either way. Yeah, interesting. Ooh, a hero's cape. We don't want this to go to waste. Let's just put it on this guy. And let's do this as well, although it probably won't matter. Let's see here. We're going to be a bit short with the hit. Yeah. Oh, hello, Tim. Oh, gosh. Pay attention, Red. Well. Alright. Well, that's okay. We'll just do Wild Drift for 170. So we'll take 60 less damage. We also heal 20. That's not... He's going to crush us anyway, but it's more of a showcase than anything else. We've seen the new playoff overtime rules happen in this year's Super Bowl of all places. Yeah. Metal Blast taking the KO. We're going to come right back and use Retaliate. I could thin with Ultra Ball, but really I just want to start going through the deck. Metal Maker hitting 2 is nice. I don't know, Braden, if you saw, supposedly Tom Brady roasted Peyton Manning. He said, sometimes you live in Denver, sometimes you live in Louisiana, but wherever you live, like, I always own you, or something like that. I can't remember the exact phrasing, but it was all over social media. Okay. Now my opponent has a Dialga, Origin Form Dialga. He's presumably going to evolve it. 10 energy in the discard. Don't know. I don't think he used anything without me noticing it, but he could have. Basic energy on the Origin Form. Buddy Poffin's gonna fail. So, Braden, if you don't mind me asking, to what extent do you think there is a rigging in the NFL to favor the Chiefs or teams with superstar players? Or is it always just, or sometimes the case that they just happen to lose and they can't do anything about it? We're just going to do retaliate. I heard about Brady roasting lately, but not about the Peyton thing, LOL. Yeah, you have to double check my phrasing. I don't remember what exactly he said, but yeah. Super Rod. Okay. There's the Origin Form Dialga. Just gonna do 50. Why not? We'll just come in and do 100 and heal. I think a script is involved. Sarcasm. Yeah. I remember when Kenny Pickett, they were facing the Bills in Buffalo, and Kenny Pickett got hit like really bad, like a late hit, and he was complaining to the head referee about a no call, and they didn't get it for him, and they were like, oh yeah, and the commentators were like, you know, if you're a veteran like Tom Brady, you would get this call. So it was just something curious how like there seems to be a picking and choosing of which rules to enforce. Most of the time I think coincidence happens, but other times I feel like there's a blatant ref ball favored towards a team. I could see that, yep. Whether it was Detroit versus Dallas this year or Seahawks versus Dallas, either way, bad calls happen often. They seem to happen suspiciously often, in a way. Okay, I'm going to Iono. Just because I can. See if I can get another tool. Do I even have any tools left? I have a few. We'll just do 170. I don't think my opponent could theoretically win if he hits a ton of metal energy, but we're gonna have to wait and see. Another Matang. It's useless right now. I probably noticed more penalties against Dallas in that Seahawks game than the refs even called against Dallas. Interesting. And that's going to be a game. All right, we are 2 for 2 tonight. That is wonderful. So we're going to switch over to the second deck to see how that fares. We know the first deck is well enough. Good game to our opponent. Use 2 abilities. We did that. And attaching 9 energy cards to our Pokemon. We have exhausted the premium pass. And we're going to do race car number 2. Or we don't have a Zamazenta. We do have a Cleffa though. So in a way, with the Dallas Seahawks game, refs hedging the odds on their own bets. You don't say. I remember once there was video footage after a Tampa Bay Buccaneers game of a referee like begging one of the wide receivers for autographs, and the Buccaneers had won. I think it was Evans. And on the other hand, as you just said, Brayden, it almost seems like the referees don't do their jobs in not calling things as well. So, oh, a Cleffa to start. That's wonderful. So, I'm sure there is someone out there who has stories about corruption. Oh, great. We're facing Arbok EX. But this deck typically has a hard time getting off the ground. Titan of the Mind. Interesting name. Thank you for being our opponent. Oh my gosh, I got 3 Vrooms. Wow. If my opponent has just 4... maybe... Okay, there's a Beldum. I like it. And I'll attach the Hero's Cape to Vroom. And I'm not even going to try drawing. Dread. How long would you say it took to complete... Oh, D-Red. Dread. Okay, whatever. How long would you say it took to complete the pass? Well, if you do 1 a day... for 7 days, that would be 49 days plus 1, so 7 weeks plus a day. It took me maybe 5.5 weeks because sometimes I did 2 a day. Sometimes I did 2 a day, sometimes I did 1, but yeah, about 5.5 weeks. Okay, let's see what the Buddy Buddy gives us. Another Beldum, that's fine. We'll do this. I wish I could keep the... I guess I could put it on Vroom, but I'm just going to do an Iono. Oh, that's good. We got him a Tang. Alright, let's do Metal Maker. We got 1. That's all we need. Let's evolve this bad boy right here. We'll use Rumbling Engine. That's fine. We won't do Full Metal Lab just yet. We're gonna wait and use Arven to get an Ultra Ball. If we have to, if he gets off Menacing Fangs, we can get rid of the basic. And it worked. Okay, so we can't get rid of that. We'll have to get rid of an Arven and a Full Metal Lab. And he's going to Iono us anyway, so it doesn't matter. Sometimes the rule just flat out sucks where it's obvious something is true, but the rules say otherwise. I'm referring to the Des Caught It fiasco. Oh, yeah. I think we're going to do Jacques here next. See, I have trouble getting Arbok EX off the ground. This guy's just doing it like nobody's business. What do I not want? Revavroom and Boss. We can get rid of Boss. Shabam, shabam. Okay, how many are in my 2? I can't use it anyway. All right, let's just get rid of 1. And we'll do 170. There's Darkrai. This is like Ice's deck right here, this Arbok Darkrai stuff. Whoops, wrong one. Okay, so now our opponent, what did our opponent do? I just lost. Yeah, sorry, boss's orders. Had to look away for a second. Boss's orders. Presumably just going to knock out Revavroom, make our lives a little bit miserable. And we'll get rid of Switch and Ultra Ball. And we're gonna put another Revavroom here. Finally, Full Metal Lab. All right, let's go. Here we are. We'll get rid of that pesky Pokemon headquarters. Give our opponent 3 cards, and we will take, gosh, 6. Couldn't think of that. Couldn't think of the number. We're going to use Metal Maker and get a single energy. That's fine. We will use a second Metal Maker. Can we get our other Revavroom charged up? Yes, we can. We're just going to take 1. And we are going to KO this Arbok and ensure that we take 60 less damage next turn. We got minus 30 on the band and minus 30 from the attack Wild Drift. So I remember Braden talking about fiascos when Patrick Mahomes called out the referees in a press conference and got fined for it because Tony wasn't lined up properly, and all of the official rules pundits were like, no, the referees got it right. It says in the rule book you can't line up on the line this way. And Mahomes was just furious because it was something like, I didn't get a call I thought I deserved, or something like that. So, what did our opponent get? Oh, 2 Crushing Hammers. Okay, well, without that... Okay, so 1 failed, so if he even gets this next one, and he does, we just put Mist Energy on it. If not, we just use Switch. Okay, well, that's not going to happen because we have Revavroom. I'm sorry, he has Judge. So we got another Matem, got another Energy. Remember that call, LOL. Let's see if he can get another one. He does not. It doesn't even, Acid Spray doesn't even affect us either. Okay, let's do Buddy Buddy to check our deck. We have nothing we can put down. And he concedes. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's how we do it. Slowly but surely, we just take over. That's how you beat everything with this deck. You just get your Revavroom charged up. You just tank them out. Can't take damage. It's over 300, or can't take damage. It gives the function of being over 300. It's not doing anything. There we go. Either way, Tony sucked this year. Yes, I remember that. Renee182, thank you for being our opponent. So, yeah, I remember Tony was awful and he still gets a Super Bowl ring, but I guess you know what, that's just how the rules work. If you're on the team, that's what you get. And we take another mulligan. Wonderful. Hey, LTO, what do you get in Magic the Gathering Arena? Do you get a battle pass like what Pokemon has, or is it something else? Oh, Clef. Oh my gosh, we're gonna get donked. We got Buddy Buddy Poffin, so it should be alright. Radiant Alakazam. Hard to say what we're facing because it doesn't give us any information. Not much. Okay, we'll get Beldum and a Vroom. Let's see what's going on here. We got 2 Matangs, 2 Baby Revavrooms, 3 Revavroom EXs, 11. So 1 energy is trapped. We'll do this. This. Let's end the turn, and we're okay. We're sitting pretty. So this deck is just trucking over everything. Yes, you could say that. It is trucking over everything. It looks like we're going to be facing... Yes, we are facing Dodrio, Hisuian, Zoroark, V-Star. So our opponent's strategy is to get at least 1 damage counter on every one of his Pokemon because Hisuian, Zoroark, V-Star says you do 50 damage for each of your own Pokemon with a damage counter on it. And then if you're doing damage to your opponent's Pokemon... Radiant Alakazam says that you can move 2 damage counters from one of them to another once per turn. Oh my goodness. It is possible we could get fully charged. I don't want to give our opponent any cards, but that was too good of a hand to research it away. We get another Beldum and another Vroom. 20 damage on him. Another 20 damage on this. Oh, I should have put down Full Metal Lab. Ah, forget. It's okay. It's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I could do Ultra Ball. You know what? I'm just gonna Grasping Draw. Good for me. Okay, so I can just use Jacques next turn. Get some Matangs. See what I can do about charging up Vroom, and then use Ultra Ball if need be. Tails means he gets... So Tails means he gets a... What? Oh, a basic, that's right. So there's the damage on the Pokemon. If he gets heads, he'll get a V-Star, presumably. Nope, we'll just get another Tails. Another Doduo. Okay, so he'll damage himself. Var. So let's see here. Painful Spoons. He's going to move. All right, he wants to KO my Vroom then. Okay, what else can my opponent do? Jet Energy. Can he KO? He's going to KO me. Does he want to boss the Vroom? No, he wants my other Vroom. Is he going to KO? Oh, yes, he is. Crap. And I had that almost fully charged, too. Okay, well, let's see here. We'll put Cleffa in to pivot. Let's see what we can get here. All right, let's get Jacques. Let's get 2 Matangs. See if we can do anything with them. Probably... I could probably thin, but I don't want to. I don't want to... I don't... Yeah. Oh my goodness. Would you look at that? Alright, we'll get rid of a Beldum and a Revavroom because we only have 2 Matang anyway. We'll get this guy. And we will take 60 less damage on the next turn. Minus that 20. So it's like we're getting minus 80 damage in a way. Painful Spoons is going to move. He's going to try to knock out Cleffa. Okay. Which makes sense. It's a little baby Pokemon. He's going to get Hisuian Zoroark V-Star, presumably to hit me hard right here. So 50 per Pokemon of yours with damage on it. So that's 150 minus 20 for the DTE is 30. Minus 30. Oh, nope, never mind. He's going to move damage. Okay, so that's 50, 100, 200, 250. Minus 20 is 230, minus 30. So he's doing 170. He's doing 170 damage to me right here. And he got a Professor's Research. Wonderful. Maximum Belt does an extra 50 damage. So he's what? He's doing what? 220? 100, 200, 250, 230. Oh, yeah. Minus 250. He's doing 250. So he's 10 short. He's literally 10 damage short of KOing me. So he has another... damage pump. He can put something on Radiant Alakazam and take me out. Yes, there is a passive magic. Costs a good bit. Gives the gems real money. Currency in return packs. $1 per card. Cosmetic sleeves or chat emotes. And ultimately the high-end pet. Interesting. Do you have the battle pass? And another DTE. He's going to use Phantom Star, which is basically discard your hand and draw 7. It's a free Professor's Research. I'll show you all. I'll show it off tonight first thing for you. Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. Zooming Draw states that once during your turn you can put a damage counter on this Pokemon if you do draw a card. And like I said, now he can one-hit KO me, and this game is effectively over. Even if I had 0 damage on me, it still would have been a KO. Wow. It's a lot of work, but it got it done. And we're just going to concede. There's no point in trying this one. I do have it right now. I don't always get it. Usually haven't completed it. Yeah, Pokemon's is really, really easy to complete if you just do one a day. But otherwise, it... excuse me, it's a bit on the easy side. It's so interesting how the battle pass mechanic has seeped into the virtual trading card scene. Oh yeah? I mean, I would guess other games had one, but I don't actually know where it would be. As someone that does play first-person shooter games that have battle passes, so Brayden, I can show it to you after this match if you haven't seen it already. Can you tell offhand if the Pokemon battle pass is anything like your FPS battle passes? And we're waiting for our opponent to decide. Haunter to decide who goes first. Thank you for being our opponent. We've got a Vroom. All right. In Fortnite, most of the rewards you get are usually cosmetics, with some being dedicated to the premium currency. Yeah. Yeah, Pokemon gives you cosmetics, it gives you crystals for purchasing packs, It gives you gold coins for purchasing cosmetics. It gives you credits for crafting cards to make cards that you don't have. And these fancy full art ones like this Vroom you see here, they give you a whole bunch of those as well, so you can get the rare cards so you can show them off. Although in real life they do cost a pretty penny. Probably seeped because it is universally applicable, the easiest way to have a balanced trade of content for payment. Call of Duty, however, gives you cosmetics, but also weapon blueprints included in the pass itself. Wow, that's pretty interesting. Oh, Brayden, just to clarify, is that broken? I think the weapon blueprints are free, but I haven't opened up COD in a while, so... And our opponent just took way too long to play. Okay, well, that's a win, but, you know, didn't really do anything with it, so we'll play another one here. Altio, you said the easiest way to have a balanced trade of content for payment. So you pay with in-game currency, which you do not have to pay for with real money. For the Pokemon Battle Pass, you just pay 600 crystals, which you earn by actually going through the ladder itself, the Battle Pass itself, I mean. And the other thing is, in the old client, which was called Pokemon Trading Card Game Online, it had a predatory trading system. So that fancy Vroom card I just showed you, or even this full art Iono, if you wanted one of these full art Ionos, you'd have to give up like 99 digital packs, which would cost real money. And it was so unbelievably unfair. Lots of like little kids who don't know any better would get taken advantage of. And it was just very, very hard to work with. So they opted to get rid of it for a crafting system. So you just pay in-game credits, which you earn through going through the pass and opening up more digital packs to get them, you know. So... it's much better for the Pokemon community, I guess you could call it that, compared to what it was. The only thing that really costs money for Pokemon Online here, I mean, Pokemon Live, the online client, the only thing that costs money is if you want to purchase digital packs from a third-party retailer like PotownStore.com or something like that, then you can like just get an advantage by like having more for yourself, but otherwise it just doesn't mean anything. You can, all the cards I have been transferred over, and I've gotten just from playing the game so much, I just get free packs and just, you know, duplicates of everything. Sheesh, yeah, that does sound idiotically terrible. The issue is, if stuff like weapon blueprints and unique heroes are locked behind a battle pass, it's considered pay to win in some aspects. Brain, do you have to pay for the Call of Duty battle pass? Facing another Champao, which we have on weakness, but we have to get charged up, so it might not even matter. We'll attach a rigid band just to encourage them to use more than one water energy. And look at that, we drew Full Metal Lab. I'm not going to give that to him just yet. I am going to put the rigid band down. I'm going to play Iono. Hopefully I don't give them anything good, but we'll see what happens. Got a Cleffa and a rigid band. Spinning Jaw. We will draw a card. It's a Revavroom, a baby Revavroom. The other thing about these art rares that people go gaga over was, it's like, I don't know what the odds are, but it's like 1 in 1,000 or something. It's like super, super hard to find. And there are some people that would like be begging for 4 of them so that they could bling out their decks. And now it's just like, it's so hilarious. Like, it's so incredibly easy to just do. You don't even have to beg. You don't have to like do anything out of the ordinary for it. No matter if you have Warzone or wasted $70 on MW3, you can have the free one, which gives some rewards, or purchase the pass, which gives all rewards. And 3 short for Modern Warfare 3, by the way. Thank you for that. Here's a Beldum. I'll attach for turn. I think I'm gonna Arvin for the Ultra Ball and the Hero's Cape. I'm going to Ultra Ball away. I don't want to get rid of Boss, but I kind of have to. I guess I don't have to. But I want to ensure that I'll be here a while. Alright, so I'm taking -60 and I got 380. This is insane, by the way. I'm not going to back up. I'm just going to keep going. Okay. I haven't paid the $70 for Modern Warfare 3, nor have I paid for the pass itself. Yeah. Do you know how long the paid battle pass will last? Because Pokemon's battle passes usually last as long as release dates between expansions. So if there's an expansion in mid-January, it'll last until mid-March. So like a full 2 months, which is like way longer than it needs to be. As a matter of fact, when the Pokemon trading card game Live was first released, the battle pass actually had 100 levels, and they brought it down to 50. And this was actually players who were playing it before I was, because it was still in beta. I didn't want to play it while I was in beta, even though when their official release date came about, nothing changed, which is a whole other story. They paid attention to the players who wanted more than 100 levels by giving them 50 instead. So they actually did the opposite of what they were requesting. So, anyway. And they're going to do what, 60 damage? Yeah, if they get rid of 2. Okay. All we need is a single metal energy. And we, oh my gosh, look at that, we top decked it. My opponent already has 8, so I'm just gonna give him fresh cards, but I'm gonna get 6 cards myself here. That's brilliant. I got a Vroom and a Matang. I'm going to use Full Metal Lab to reduce the damage I take even more. And I get a metal energy on my Vroom. I'll use Buddy Buddy to get 2 more Beldum, because why not? And there's 2 more Matang in the deck. And I'm doing a 1-hit KO because I hit for weakness. At the most recent Pokemon Regional, this Chien-Pao deck did outrageously well. It had 4 of the 8 spots in top 8. Although I think, did only one of them make top 4? I can't remember. Like 2 or 3 of those guys lost their quarterfinal matches. So, yeah, interesting. So our opponent's going to play 2 Frigibacks. Has nothing. Okay, there's another Chien-Pao. I got rid of one boss. I have another boss in the deck somewhere to make this go quicker. He's gonna put Chien-Pao in. Okay, so this person has 5. Pustulio the Boil. That is a very interesting name. But thanks for being our opponent nonetheless. Only reason I even played Call of Duty in the first place is just for Warzone. Call of Duty's current season lasts about 2 months. Yeah, same here. Same with Pokemon. Okay, so let's see here. Our opponent has the ability to play. Okay, so rare candy. Okay, so we have. Let me just double check for everybody. We have, 2 rigid bands, so that's -60 plus the attack gives us minus. So we're taking -90 damage on this turn. Our opponent's using Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking to put any 2 cards they want on top of their deck, and then they shuffle their deck, then put any 2 cards they want on it. they put the cards on the side, obviously. Then they presumably will use concealed cards, discarding a basic energy from their hand to draw 2 cards off the top of the deck, which then it's the 2 cards that they just put on top because of Cypher Maniac. So let's see what's going to happen here. Yeah, they're okay. They're using, oh yeah, they can also use Industrious Incisors. Yeah. Either way, either one works. They use Pokéstop to get Rare Candy and Earthen Vessel. How many Rare Candies did they use? 1. Okay, I think they're going to go for the KO here. If they can get... If they have a ton of energy. So 320, that would be... This would be 60 times 6 is 360 minus 90 is 270. So they would need... What, 7 energy, I think? Am I doing that right? You would think how much I play this game I'd be able to like do quicker math, but you know, it is what it is. Giacomo's useless here. I could use Ultra Ball. I'm not behind. I could use Ultra Ball to get a Metang to try to get this guy going. I'm sorry, to get another Revavroom to get him going with Metang. So we have some options here. He's only going to do 150. Getting rid of all 4. That puts 9 energy in there. Now, I don't know about... And he just concedes. Okay, whatever. There we go. That's the power of Revavroom. When you get it fired, when you get it charged up, get some rigid bands on it, your opponent just says, I'm not doing this anymore. Let's play one more. Let's play another one. And just Chicken Tube. That is an interesting name. Thank you for being our opponent. And just for the record, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing the casual ladder because I find the ranked ladder just has nothing but Charizard. Although that might have changed with Dialga V-Star winning this Indie Regional. So, yeah, it is what it is. Altio, when it comes to Magic the Gathering, do they also have things like regionals? Or do they call them regionals? Do they call them something else? Once again, we have a mulligan. We mulliganed and we got 2 Vrooms. Oh, there's the colorful one. So let's see, what are we gonna do here? Another Radiant Alakazam, Chicken Tube. Okay, the last time Radiant Alakazam started the active, we were facing Hisuian Zoroark V-Star. Okay, so this person will get it. Will get an evolution card. Oh, it's an item log Bayonet. Wow. Okay, that is gonna be mega frustrating. Oh, good grief. And then there's Pokemon League Headquarters, which increases each basic Pokemon's attack cost by a single colorless energy. Oh boy. Okay, well, I mean, that's not too bad. I mean, spinning draw, whatever. They'll get a Shuppet. I'll Iono them. I'll put a Mist Energy on as well. Do I want to use Nah, I'll just Iono. Well, do I want to Iono? I don't want to give them cards. But I think... Didn't they get... Capturing Aroma... And they, yeah, they have a Bayonet in their hand. So I think we're gonna Iono just to get rid of the Bayonet. And then they could just get something to get it anyway, but that's not really the, oh, look at that. Full Metal Lab. Okay. And let's get 2 Beldums. I'm not worried about Cleffa. I'm gonna keep Full Metal Lab for now. And we get it. Well, look at that. We got a Metang. Okay. They also got a Natu for a Xatu. Let's see if they get a heads. They can get Bayonet back. They did not. They got a tails. Oh yes, of course. It's a Spathra EX paired with Bayonet EX. Wonderful. Attach an energy to Radiant Alakazam. They're going to try to hit me. I don't know. Oh, Ultra Ball is perfect. I'll get Revavroom. We'll be taking, so minus 30 with the attack. Minus 30 with the Full Metal Lab, and then minus 30 with the Regiment, so minus 90 damage. So even if they get a Spathra EX in play, Iono, not going to do too much. Damage-wise, I might have to add another energy, though, because of this. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Spathra EX requires you to add another energy cost to your active Pokemon. So 2/2. Okay, Psyball is only going to do 30. Look at that, 30 damage. That's insane. Not much going on here. Do I want to? I don't know if I want that. Maybe I should, but and I know I'm giving them cards, but I need to get something. Okay. We got 2. That's brilliant. Okay, so I'll make it so that this guy can attack. Do we have anything for Buddy Buddy? Yes, we do. Let's get a Cleffa for pivoting. And we'll do 170. So it's going to be a 3-hit KO, which is not good, but what we can just wait our opponent out. Also got a boss, so we can actually just bring up the Shuppet, or even better, bring up the Xatu, so he can't do anything. Yes, there are competitive events in both Pro and Digital that lead to the Pro Tour and World Championship. Interesting. So the Pro Tour is something separate, because Pokemon doesn't have an official Pro Tour. They just like kind of like if you want to be considered pro, you just go to all the regionals and get a sponsor and just kind of make it your lifestyle. Gonna bring up Vroom. Psyball does absolutely nothing. We're gonna put Hero's Cape on this guy. We're gonna switch. I'm gonna boss up this Shuppet just because I don't want it evolving into Bayonet. So we got rid of 2 tools. I'm sorry, a tool and basic, so it's a wait a turn to evolve. We got a Buddy Buddy Poffin, which is fine. However, the language and pathing has changed, so I can no longer play. That's fine. That's fine. No worries. 2 Xatus. Yeah, I probably should have bought. I didn't want Bayonet coming into play, though. You know, the whole Xatu thing is kind of dangerous, too. Okay, so let's see what we can draw here. Gonna get rid of a Natu and a boss for a Shuppet. The other thing about that Shuppet was it was charged up to do Poltergeist, which could hurt us for the number of trainers in our hand. 60 for each trainer. Cyball's doing 120, so 150 for the next turn if he's gonna do that. Oh, look at this. Well, look at that. Okay. Let's get 1. We'll just keep it. Don't I keep it for 1 now? Let's just see if we even get something. 1. Yeah, let's do this just in case another Espathra with this Floodle gets set up. I don't want to use... yeah, no, I'm going to wait and use Professor's Research. A Lost Vacuum would be really good right now, but I don't put any in this deck. Lost Vacuum lets you put a single card from your hand into the Lost Zone and then any tool or stadium in play. Excuse me. Gets another tail. So a Tails, that's another basic Pokemon. He wanted Heads to get a Spathra EX. Not going to get anything. Professor's Research. Gets rid of Research. Gets a fresh hand of 7 cards. He's going to play Pokemon League Headquarters to bump my Full Metal Lab. He's going to get 2 more energy into his hand, but he's used both his Autus already. $180, still not taking me down. Look at the power of Revavroom. Can we get it charged? Yes, we are. We're getting it charged up. I'm just going to wait and hold off on the other one. I'm just going to take 2 prizes right here. Two Rigid Bands. Okay, so he brings up Bayonet. He's going to get a KO here with Poltergeist. I bring up this Revavroom. I put 2 Rigid Bands on it. We're taking minus 90 damage. So now we just have to wait and see. Yeah, Poltergeist, so he's going to do, yeah, a whole bunch. Wonderful. He's weak to Dark, but that's fine. Why does this keep going off? Okay, we'll go this. Bam. Bam. We fail the... Actually, do we want to fail that? Yeah, we'll fail the Buddy Buddy, so we only have 1... We have 1 support, 1 trainer in our hand. So 60 minus 90 is minus 30. We're not even taking damage this next turn. There's nothing he can do here. He could put a Spathra in, but we already have the 4th energy compensating it. Clairvoyant Sense, not going to do it. Altio, are there any big fighting game tournaments coming up soon? He's going to Iono. Okay, so he increases his chances of getting trainers in my hand. Ellen's only 2. Okay, so 2. So 120 minus 90 is 30. Yep. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be game. We're just going to click Wild Drift. Nothing else to it. We've actually had a really, really successful night so far with this deck. I'm actually quite... And that opponent concedes before we even take the prizes. Okay. I'm actually pleasantly surprised and pleased with how well this is going. I think I like the first build better. It gives you the Metagross Zamazenta option. Let's play 1 more with this deck, and then we'll just go back to the other one maybe. Funds. Now that is quite a name here. Just to clarify, I have like 12 videos coming out next week. I have 1 coming out Sunday, 1 coming out Friday, and then 2 a day, Monday through Thursday. So if you get a bunch of notifications that Control Players Unite is posting, that's because we are. I also started another 2 presentations for the following week. So we are just you know, going through everything. We want to start with Cleffa to not only get some draws, but just because we need to what's the word I want? Have a pivot. Torkoal. Okay, this is probably should put Hero's Cape on that. That's okay. Let's get some Beldums down. And we'll just end the turn there. Torkoal is usually paired with Arcanine or... Oh, it just passes! Arcanine or Charizard. Okay, wow, look at that. Hero's Cape and 2 Rigid Bands. This is insane. We can't attack just yet. And wow, that is a lot of Pokemon. Okay, alright. We'll just put 2 Vroom down, I think. He'll get a KO here with Stampede if he wants. Either this person is bricking, there's a delay. Maybe this person doesn't know. Maybe they're new, which is why they're on casual. But we've met what seems like a number of seasoned pros here on the casual ladder tonight. There's Ultra Ball. Getting rid of Town Store and a Devolution Ray. Bidoof. Okay. And a pass. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness me. Okay, there's this, there's this. We're gonna retreat. We'll do this. We'll play Jacques to get 2 Metang. And we'll start charging up. We'll try to charge up one of the Vrooms. See, if you can win a lot of games playing Dialga V-Star. I just like the idea of tanking and tanking. I just find it really fun. It's the way I enjoy playing. All right, so let's take minus 90 damage next turn. Buddy Buddy Poffin, not going to do anything. There's Beaverell. You can draw until you have up to 5 cards in your hand. That's why we attach the experience share to draw more. And once again, our opponent concedes. Revavroom EX gets set up, and it just says, no, you're not taking me down. Okay, let's go back to race car 1. Enexe, or Enex. I'm not sure how to say your name. Thanks for being our opponent here at Control Players Unite. Oh, it's a grass coin, but that doesn't necessarily say anything. I've played opponents with Mew sleeves that did not turn out to be Mew decks. For those of you new players who are interested, the new expansion, Twilight Masquerade, will be coming out in 2 weeks and 2 days, like 16 days here on live. And once again, or is it 2 weeks and a day? Because it gets Live gets early. Wow, that is a blinged out deck. Oh, it is a Venomoth control. So it makes us confused. And I have to start Zamazenta. So he won't take any damage, just can't use any item cards. Alright. And we got Dunsparce. Alright. I'm going to attach here. I'm going to get one of each. And he gets, oh gosh, a crushing hammer hits. Oh dear, we're facing a Class A disruption deck. He's just going to say my turn. Okay, well, let's see if I can make anything happen. I'm not going to Iono just yet because I give him another crushing hammer. There's Dunsparce, which will get him out of the active, and there comes Venomoth. Even without Metal Shield, we would resist Grasp by 30. And a Crushing Hammer hits again. Oh my gosh, it's infuriating when you face it, but this is how it works. Can't play any item cards from your hand. Alright. And I'm just going to pass. Vitality Band. Still gonna do something? Nope. And once again, I'll just pass. I'll attach pass until I can't do this anymore. Perplexing Powder. Okay, let's see if I can get a hit here. Attach this to Revavroom. And the attack gets off. Okay, so we defeated Venomoth. So if he gets a Dunsparce, he will just forfeit the... And he concedes. Look at that. We had 2 energies. 2 of them get discarded. We stayed with it. And still won on a coin flip right there. Yeah, okay. It was a Class A disruption deck, but it just apparently couldn't get started. So let me show you how this works. You have the ranked ladder. And this ends in 3 weeks and 6 days. Here are the rewards at the end. It's a rare card and a bunch of currencies and some packs. And then, you know, you just presumably, the higher up you get, the more rewards you get. So I'm in the Great League, and this is the Ultra League. Here are the new set of rewards you get. Cosmetics, crafting coins, crystals, another cosmetic deck box. The goal is Arceus, which takes forever to get to, but they revamped it, so it's not as difficult. And apparently the rewards are like one of these huge boxes and such. But you also get this, like, I don't know what to call it, like a player scale. It's how much you've played the game, and then you'll get a reward every time you level up. This obviously keeps track of all your decks, your favorites, every single one, the ones that are valid for play. Here you can change how you look and everything like that. These are your stats. What are my stats at? Oh, I'm at plus 26. How about that? 2,800 matches played. Wow. There's the shop where you can buy stuff with these crystals. The crystals are really hard to get, so I rarely ever use them. I usually use them for what do you call it? Oh gosh, bundling, credit farming. So July, I think it was July of 2022, maybe something like that. Yeah, this guy right here, 1215. You would just get a whole bunch of credits for that, having 4 of everything there. Then there's the battle pass, which is tier 50 tiers. 2 daily quests, which give you stuff up here. and it's done in exactly 2 weeks. Been a good night, Trucker Red. Yeah, same here. I'm actually going to log off, everyone. Thank you for showing up. Altio, I'll see you later on your stream. Braden, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate the support. Hope everything's going well. Everyone else, take care of yourselves, and God bless you.